What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin, the Fluffy Gun Guy, and on this episode, we're checking out the Vertx Gamut Plus bag. All right, guys, so we're here to talk about the Gamut Plus bag. A couple of really quick notes before we start that. Vertx was kind enough to send me this bag. I've been testing this for a couple of months now, and they have actually come on as a full sponsor of the channel. So really big thank you out to those guys at Vertx. But let's go ahead and get into the bag. So one thing I was really drawn to when it came to Vertx and their setup is they're very covert when it comes to the appearance of their bags, pants, shirts, all of the different things that they do. One thing I really like about this bag is there's not a bunch of molly on it. It's not in multicam or BD or ACU or any of the colors that would tell everybody around you like, this is a gun guy. However, there are some really cool features inside this bag that make it very, very good for us firearms people. One thing you'll notice is you don't see a bunch of logos on it, which is really nice. I could walk into a business meeting with this. Nobody would have an issue with it. Works well for kids as well. This is a little bit bigger. They do make another size, which is called the Gamut. This is the Gamut Plus. It holds up. Its storage size is about 35 liters, so it's fairly large. But let's go ahead and talk about the outside of the bag first, and then we'll kind of delve into the interior. So first thing you're going to notice on the back is this big pouch right here. It basically pops out from in here and unfolds. Now, what is this pouch really for? It can be for a couple things. You've got some molly in here. If you want to put a holster back here, you can. However, what I like this for is if, say, I'm taking a rifle out or I'm walking around or hunting or whatever, I can stick a rifle in here because what you see here are these little lanyards. And of course, guys, I'm going to show you guys some up close to this. But this hooks into the side and it turns into an outer pouch. Now this works really well for me because I also run tripods for my camera gear stuff. And this is what I want to talk to you as well is the dual purpose of this bag. You can do a lot with this bag if you're not just looking at a gun bag. Maybe you're looking at a camera bag, you're looking at a go bag, you're looking at something you can just carry with you every day and it's not going to be super conspicuous with, holy crap, it's a gun guy, especially in today's political world, right? So that's kind of the first pouch. Love this. It's really, really good. You can also tuck this under as well, like I had it earlier, and it works really well, holds up very well. Zippers on the side. The next thing up here on the top is like a smaller pouch. This is for like glasses. So right now what I have in here is my iPro and a multi-tool, the SOG multi-tool. So that works really well as well. On the sides here, you have these side pouches, which allow easy access to a bunch of stuff. And then you also have a bungee pouch, so you can put your drinks, water bottles, what have you in this bag. Now you guys can see it's not a super big bag, and it carries really, really well. The outer straps here, your shoulder straps, are actually really comfortable. They're not super big, which is nice, but they have a great padding to them. They also have chest strap, which works well, and then fully adjustable, but you can also wrap them up so you don't have tags hanging out and doing other stuff. So let's get into some of these features of these bags and do a little bit of up close work. So let's get into some of the nice features in this bag. One of the biggest features of this bag is the Gamut Plus insert. So let's go ahead and open that up. Now this main pouch opens up all the way to the back. So when you open this up, you have it fully open. It doesn't stop short where you have like this pocket where you can't really get into and you can't open up. So having it go all the way back is really nice, especially when it comes to any of your gun stuff, photo stuff, gear, what have you. Now, this is the insert. If you guys can see, it's not actually attached. So let me pull this out real quick. It is, however, Velcroed in place to kind of keep it stable. Move this out of the way. All right, so here is the Gamut Plus insert. Now, let's talk a little bit about this. For one, it is fairly large. It does fit very nicely into the Gamut Plus. It's actually made specifically to fit the main pocket inside the Plus. Also has this top pouch that does come off. So you have a separate pouch. It also has a handle back here that you can grab with. And you can see that, perfect. And the other nice thing too is because it's all Velcro, if you have another pouch or you have something else that you want to add to this, it's very easy to do. Now let's open up this inside. Now the nice thing that Vertx has done is they have made this very easy to use. Let's go ahead and move the camera a little bit closer. Let's take a more of an in-depth look at the inside of this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open up the insert and show you kind of the coolness that is the Gamut insert. So I have got a ton of stuff in here, and this is kind of a normal range day bag for me. I've got my Walker's headphones, Boar Snake, my Coltac back bag, which I love, some gloves, Victos, my A&R Design holster, and my Coltac suppressor cover. Now, this is kind of where it gets pretty cool. So basically what you see inside of here are 2 pistols, but you also see some Velcro and some other stuff. These are holster modifiers. So in here, I have my low-key Glock 17, and basically it sits in this holster so it doesn't bounce around and smack into itself, which is really nice. Next thing is I have my Agent 2 from Nighthawk Customs and Agency Arms, Rail Scales, and Hellbilly Cerakote. Love this pistol. Video coming on this very soon. Now, as you guys can see, these are just Velcro. They are just Velcro holsters. And they open up to do other things as well. And I'll show you another pouch that I use this in as a really cool holster setup. Now, they call this tactile gammy, like origami. So tactical origami, they have a different name for it. But it works really well. You can put different pouches in here. They have different sides, so you can section this off even more. I use this same setup for my camera gear. I basically just take one of these and I flip it around so I can make something like this where I can put a lens inside of here. So say you're out there and you want to film yourself and maybe you want to put your GoPro or your camera in one of these as well and say you don't have as many pistols, you can do that as well. You can also purchase these separate to make your own kind of setup design when it comes to that. The other nice thing that you get with this bag is their brass bag. This pouch basically comes out and now you have 2 bags. So you have kind of, you can put your spares in here, you can put ammo in here. Right now I've got a bunch of Trident weaponry 5.56 in here, so I always have ammo ready to go. But when I put this in here, because of the way it's built, it doesn't slide around. I don't get a big jingle, I don't get anything like that, so it fits really well in here. Also, on the Gamut Plus insert, you've got a blank side, and then you also have a side over here that you can put other little pieces, maybe lens cloths, cleaning kits, oils, stuff like that, to where you can kind of just yank this whole thing out. And the really cool thing, if I zip this up, you guys can see here, it has handles. So I can also have a bigger handle where I can just pick this whole thing up. So I can just take this out of my bag or turn it into its own little range bag. Now, like I said, I use this for 2 purposes. I have 2 of these inserts. My other insert is built up specifically for my camera gear, and then I have this insert specifically designed for all of my firearm stuff. So it goes all back in really easy. Agent goes in there. My Loki Glock goes in here. And I'm still being able to get a lot of stuff in here. Coltac suppressor cover. And guys, if you haven't heard of Coltac, you need to go check those guys out. We've got some more videos coming from those guys, so it's going to be cool. Back bag goes in. Stick my gloves in here. My holster can go right here. And the other thing too is I'm not too much worried about putting stuff on a gun because of the way this flap works. It holds everything really nice and tight so nothing gets kind of beat up. My ear pro, my snake, and I'm done. So now, as this is set up, let's talk about the other insert. This is pretty cool. In here I've got some weapon lights, pistol lights, just in case one goes down, or maybe I want to change over. I'm doing some testing on some stuff. And then in here I have a bunch of magazines. So I carry all my magazines in there, and it works really well. So this goes back on really easily. There's that one. And now I have my Gamut insert all ready to go. And like I said, I can just pull this handle up, and now I have a full another bag inside my Gamut Plus. So let's go over some of the inside stuff without the Plus inside. So like I said, it opens fully up, has a couple of really cool spots. One thing is right here, you have a nice pouch that you can slide a laptop into. You've got some spare compartments to put cables and whatnot. I don't really recommend putting cables right here if you're going to use the insert, especially if you have firearms and stuff like that, because it kind of puts a little bit of pressure here. But you can put SD cards, which is what I usually do in here. I can put SD cards in here. I can put stuff that I'm not going to really get to if I'm running my insert. The next thing is you guys can see this is all kind of Velcro. So you could actually have magazine storage in here. If you weren't running the insert, you could set up a pistol in here, magazine holder, whatever you want to do, because it's just standard female side Velcro. So if you have some really cool Velcro stuff that you like to put on here, patches, whatever, you can put this here. Now, on the top of the flap, you have a ton of storage options. Let's see. You have 1, 2 mesh pockets. I've got some cables in here, some other stuff. There's another one here. And then right here, you have kind of an admin pouch. So you can slide magazines in here, pens, pencils, whatever you kind of need to. Like I said, the top pouch, it's a nice little safety pouch. You can put all your iPro, something easy you can get to, some cables. When I travel, I had a lot of, like, my wallet was in here when I traveled. I had a couple of other random things, so it wasn't really messing with me while I was on the plane. And then just a little bit more up close of that inner package. Now, this is kind of the only thing that has MOLLE in it. So you can set up a first aid pouch. You've got some Velcro. You can do another Velcro setup, but you can do a lot of things in here, knives, whatever you want. So overall, guys, this is by far one of my favorite bags. So one more thing I wanted to touch on this bag is more of your EDC idea. So everything Vertx makes is more of your covert carry type bags, and every single bag has this compartment in it. So you see this really big strap? There's only one of them. This is a rapid deployment strap. This is specifically to get to a firearm. The other nice thing about where this pouch is, and we'll do a little bit closer view of it, is you can put body armor inside this bag. If you go to Premier Body Armor, they have specific cuts that fit all of the Vertx bags to where you can put a level 3, level 3A body armor in this backpack, so when you do go to cover yourself up, you have some protection. So let's talk about the rapid deployment of this bag. So for all of us that are everyday carriers, sometimes you don't want to carry on your person, whether it's because of your clothing, where you're going, doesn't really matter, but you want to be able to have something on you just in case. Or maybe you're a female and maybe you're hiking and maybe it just kind of gets in the way. This is a great idea, and everything from Vertx works just the same way. All I'm going to do is reach down, I'm going to grab this big strap, pull it across my body, open it up, and drag my gun out. Because I do, if you guys can see in here, have a holster setup in here. Now this is part of their tactigami or tactical origami thing that they have going on, and they make different setups for it. So in real time, it doesn't take long. It's something that you will have to practice. You'll have to get like the length of your bag at the right spot. It just depends, but it's pretty easy. If I'm walking down the street, bang, out comes the bag. Now, the nice thing too is if I'm running body armor, now I have body armor covering my entire thoracic region. So now I have protection if I have to engage in somebody. Now you can also run it with magazines as well, first aid kits, and a lot of other stuff. Plus, it looks good. So can't really be mad about that. So this is very easy to deploy. They only make one of these pull tabs on this bag to be this size. So when you go fishing for it, you don't have to look down to find it. You can reach for it and say you're just sitting here, I'm reaching down to check my bag. I'm good. So, and the other nice thing too, is if you run their body armor in here, you have an entire thoracic coverage with 3A, any kind of armor that you want to put in here. The other nice thing is if this is on my bag, I'm a big guy, my back is covered. So if I have a threat behind me or whatever, I still have a level of protection. But guys, this has been Kevin, the Fluffy Gun Guy. Thank you so much for checking out the Gamut Plus bag. If you guys want to buy this bag, because Vertx has come on as a sponsor, there is a link in the bottom of this video. And if you use the code MONSTERARMS, you get 25% off everything Vertx makes. So go pick up a Gamut Plus, pick up one of the inserts, pick up a pair of pants. You guys have seen on my Instagram, my tactical yoga pants. Pick up all of their stuff. They're amazing, amazing sponsors of this channel. And please, go support those guys because they support us. But like always, please like, follow, and subscribe because that's what keeps us alive. And until next time, we'll see you later.